I don't know if you were around last week when I opened my Division 4 rival rewards, and I got what was probably the worst possible rewards. Like, there's not a single card you could have replaced in my rewards to make them worse. It was abysmal. And so if you really thought I was going to go out and grind for hours getting 45 points this week, you are sadly mistaken. We're going to settle for the 10,000 coins, one player pick, and a nice 50K pack. Let's open them. And the best part about it is even though I only won 5 games to get these rewards, they can't be worse than what I got last week. Like, physically, they can't be worse. I got a De Jong. That's not bad. I just realized it's not tradable, which is a complete buzzkill. This pack, however, is tradable, so let me see a walkout, EA. Hook me up, maybe. Or not. Left mid. England. Barclays Women's Super League. No idea. Galton? It's Galton. It's the 83 rated Galton. I know this card because I pack her every other pack. But you know what? It's fine, EA. You don't have to give me any extra coins for my Division Rival rewards because I'm going to make coins tonight anyway with all of the investments I'm making, going into a brand new promo on Friday, going into the market inflation we see every Thursday. I have spent almost all of my coins, and I'm going to show you why I bought these players throughout today's video, and going to tell you guys what you need to buy as well. Let's get started. And sometimes trading can take a while. So if you want coins quick, then Loot Bar is what you're looking for. Not only are they already cheaper than the other platforms, but when you use my code Nitro, you're going to get another 8% off of that and 5% more coins than what you bought. It has great reviews, big creators use it, and you get your coins within a few minutes. So if you need quick coins, Loot Bar is the place to go. A lot has happened on FC25 Ultimate Team over the last 24 hours, so I'm going to do a quick recap of everything EA has thrown at us. Firstly, they nerfed the sprint boost, the L1 sprint boost, which is the only reason I'm any good at the game. So I suck now, because I refused to run 5 at the back, and that was the only way I actually beat teams with 5 at the back, is because I had elyyt, who seemed like he had 113 pace running past his defenders. That's gone now, so I have no shot. But we saw a big crash for a lot of these cards, like elyyt, who was 150,000 coins, and they dropped all the way to 117K right when that was announced. That card went down. You saw Nico Williams, who's one of the more used cards at the beginning of the year. That went down in price right now. And his card was 108 or 106,000 coins, went down to about 84,000 coins. So a lot of those dropped. They're starting to rebound a little bit right now because what I've heard is it's still a little bit usable. It's just not overpowered anymore, which I guess, fair enough. But of all the things that we needed patched, I think 5 at the back was definitely the first thing, and now we have to somehow find a way to play good football and get through 5 at the back without that L1 speed boost, which I do not like whatsoever. But it's not the only thing that EA threw at us near content time today, because we also got a very big SBC, our first Party SBC, or Casino SBC is what the kids like to call them these days. The Max 87 base hero upgrade, which gives you a hero card, which could be Yaya Toure, worth 1.5 million coins. It could also be Lars Ricken, worth 20K. The SBC itself costs about 130,000 coins, and it's causing 84s, 85s, 86s, 87s to go up in price. Even 88s and 89s took a little bit of a rise today. It's not cheap, but it is fair, I guess, especially this early in the game, because you have a chance of getting something good, but you also have a chance of getting something very bad. So I don't know if I'm going to take the risk on an untradeable hero this early on. If I get enough fodder out of, maybe FUT Champs rewards this weekend or something like that, then maybe I'll do it. But I seem to like doing the player SBCs a little bit more because at least I know what I am getting in return. But, what's the fun in that? Go ahead and rip it if you want. Either way, that's had fodder go up in price. And when you also consider that the L1 speed boost is now nerfed and fodder is going up in price, whoever the EA employee that came out with this SBC, the Nico Williams, he's got to be kicking himself because this is the worst price SBC of all time before these things happened. He was 500K and the speed boost was absolutely overpowered. Now he's 628K and you don't even have the speed boost. This SBC is atrocious. What a mess of an SBC. It deserves far worse of a ratio. 500 likes, 5.1K dislikes, that should be 5 likes and 50,000 dislikes. That is a bad SBC. But that's obviously, getting outdated, and Varane is going up in price. And so we're seeing kind of getting past that first wave of SBC fodder. That is going up in price now. And while there are rewards today, and Friday is also going to bring a little bit of supply, I don't think we're going to see fodder drop as low as it was. So you could still get in. It's going to go up even higher throughout October. The next 2 weeks is still very safe for fodder. But what I will say is you've missed the best window to get in on this fodder. It is definitely up in price. 87s were under 10K. Now they're about 13. 86s were like 5K. Now they're 7.5. 85, I mean, 84s are actually kind of low. They're still, if you can get those for close to 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, those are still really low. But 85s, they're up as well, about 1.5 thousand coins. Everything has kind of risen up until 89. Those cards are about the same as they were yesterday. But that's the recap for what we've had in terms of content over the course of the last 24 hours. And that's definitely had an impact on the market, especially considering that Wednesday's already market crash day. So I went out. And today, my focus was to go out and invest in cards that were out of packs. And the reason I did this is because out-of-pack cards are already safer to invest in than anything else. But on top of that, if you take a look at last week's Jeremy Frimpong, he was out of packs because in Road to the Knockouts Team 1, he obviously had a card. So his gold card wasn't in packs going into Division Rival Rewards. Division Rival Rewards come out on Thursday morning, and it brings a bunch of supply, but it also brings a lot more coins. Everybody who gets rewards not only gets the coin injection, but they also can sell the cards and get even more coins, and then they can go buy cards. And it actually causes the market to go up, a huge rebound from the drop we saw on Wednesday. And that's exactly what we saw from Frimpong. He was about 33,000 coins going in to the rewards last week. And he actually got down to about 31K at his lowest point during that hour. And then he flew up to about 46,000 coins on Thursday night because, well, there was so much demand, there was so much buying power, but there was not enough supply. This card wasn't in packs, and we saw a big rise. So what I did was I took a look at Road to the Knockout Team 2, and I said, okay, Ronald Araujo is probably a very good card to do this with because he was, you know, following a very similar trend to Jeremy Frimpong. The card obviously rose because it went out of packs. It was 87K. It got all the way up to like 112K at the highest, but he got down to like 100,000 coins again. And I was like, let's buy that card because he's going to go out of, you know, he's still out of packs. Let's buy it for 100K. And now he is on his way up. Now, if you guys missed out on this, I did tweet out a video over on my Twitter, at nitrofooty. You should follow it so you don't miss this in the future. I'm going to do more short videos before rewards like squad battles, rivals, over on Twitter because I think it helped a lot of people out. We took a look at some of the cards like Team of the Week 3. We took a look at the cards of RTTK 2. We also talked about this Araujo card. We talked about all the investments that we made. Dybala, I didn't make that investment, but you could have. That very similar to the Frimpong idea. And so I think that that helped a lot of people out. So make sure to go follow me over on Twitter. But that's basically why I decided to go with Martinez because he was in Team of the Week 3. He's out of packs right now. I got him for 175, 166, 173, right? Got a couple of the other Team of the Week 3 players. Did get a couple RTTKs too. I do think that the Team of the Week 3s are going to do better, but I don't hate Ruben Loftus-Cheek for 250. We'll see what that card does over the next 48 hours. I also grabbed a Van de Ven. He's out of packs now. Saka is out of packs as of yesterday, yesterday because of Team of the Week 4. So Team of the Week 4 came out, and Valverde and Saka both in Team of the Week. So that means their gold cards are out of packs. I decided to grab 1, 2, how many Saka cards do we have here? 3, 4 Sakas, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Araujos, all for about 100K, pretty much on the dot, 100,000 coins on average. So we spent 1 million coins simply on Ronald Araujo. So hopefully he goes up another like 10, 15,000 coins on top of what he's already risen because we're already in profit and it's looking good. So make sure, keep this in mind for next week. I think the out-of-pack investments going into rewards, that's the move. But now let's talk about what's next. I'm probably going to sell most of these cards on Thursday night, late Thursday night, overnight, before the promo starts. But we do have a new promo coming on Friday, and that promo is called the Rush promo, Total Rush, which I would assume is going to have a lot of objective-based stuff going into the actual Rush game mode within FC25 Ultimate Team. Obviously, Rush has been a big hit. It's a good game mode. You know, credit where credit is due. I don't often compliment EA, but Rush is a good game mode. I'll throw it out there. And we do have Mbappe going into packs in Ultimate Team. Lauren James is going into packs. We're also going to see Neymar in packs. We're going to see Alexis McAllister getting a Rush promo card. And we probably have a couple more leaks that I haven't found yet, but all of the leaks will probably be out by tomorrow's video, so I'll just release them all in that. But we're also seeing today new free packs. So these free packs aren't going to be for everybody. They're only going to be for people who did the preseason promo back in FC24. What they like to do right at the end of the year every year is throw in some objectives for FC24, but they give you rewards in FC25. That's the preseason promo. So if you did any of those objectives back in August, then you're going to get those packs today. In 80 times 10 and 82 plus times 10, those rewards are going to give a lot of good fodder. 84 plus times 5, a lot of good fodder. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a lot more people go out onto SBCs today using that fodder and throwing it into squad building challenges like maybe the Kefren Turam, maybe the Max 87 base hero, maybe they're finishing up Rafael Varane. Hopefully not doing Nico Williams. Don't make that mistake. But you're probably going to see a lot of people going out and doing SBCs. But on top of that, even though we do have marquee matchup supply coming later today, which we'll talk about here in a minute, but we have a lot of people probably going out and buying more SBC fodder because they're going to get this fodder. They're going to start SBCs, but they're not going to have enough to actually finish it. So they might have 7 of the 11, 85 rated players they need. They got to go buy 4 more. And that might inject the market of fodder up a little bit in price. But let's talk about those marquee matchups. We're actually on international break again. Already. And there's another one in November just to ruin that already for you. But I just want to watch my FPL players crap the bed every week. Is that too much to ask for? Do we have to have an international window every single month at this point? At the beginning of the season, it's just a buzzkill. I'm getting into club football, and then they come out of nowhere with these friendly matches. I know most of them aren't friendly matches, but still. You've got pretty big games here, and a lot of people saying, oh, they're not going to do marquee matchups because it's international break. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, no. They'll do marquee matchups. That's the most consistent part about my life, is that on Thursday at 6 p.m. UK, there will be marquee matchups. No matter what, there will be marquee matchups. And so we've got ourselves Italy, Belgium. That's a big one. Spain, Denmark, I think could get in. You've also got USA versus Mexico. That's, I mean, one of the biggest rivalries in terms of national teams, I think. So that's up there. And then you've also got some predictions from Chem Expert at Trading L or Trading EI on Twitter, where you've got some, it's more European based. You've got Germany, Netherlands, that's obviously big. Belgium versus France is big. And then you've got Uruguay versus Ecuador, which is, that's a shout. If they're going to do one from South America, that probably would be the one. And then if they're going to do one from the Asian qualifiers, you've got Japan versus Australia on the 15th of October, which I think is also, that's big. Those are, the 2 best teams from the Asian qualifiers right now. So that's a marquee matchup. Brazil versus Chile is big, just given the fact that both of them stink right now, and they both might not qualify for the World Cup if they continue to lose. So there's a few different shouts here, and it's tough to narrow it down to 4 because there's, there are 8 games that could get in. But what I would go out and do is I would club stock, which means buy, one of each player that is very cheap. If you were going to search for Mexico, right, you would just buy a gold card from Mexico that was, 400 coins, 500 coins, or bid on these for 500 coins. And just buy these ones for as cheap as possible. Don't be going and spending 1,000 coins plus on these cards, and just send them to your club and wait until later today. But what I would also do is I would choose the nations that don't have quite as many gold cards as Germany or France. I would go for teams like Mexico, maybe even USA. Maybe go for teams like Australia, right? Where they don't have very many gold cards in the game. And so if they do get required in a marquee matchup, similar to how Greece got required last week, Greek players flew up in price. And I don't know if they're still expensive because they're this marquee matchup's been out for a week, but Greek players, even the bronze ones, from 200 coins, they rose to like 2.8 thousand coins. They have come back down now, and Pavlidis is one of the cheaper ones. But even, I mean, take a look at the silver ones. Are they still expensive? They are still up there, dude. These cards were discard price, and after the SBC came out, they're still 2,000 coins. So I think that that's probably the way to go. Go for nations that don't have as many cards so that if they do get into marquee matchups, they'll go up in price much, much higher. If they require 2 Germans, yeah, they'll go up a couple hundred coins. But there's so many gold Germans in the game to where it's like, how high could they really go, right? So I think that that's probably the course of action. Ecuador would probably be one of those nations you're looking at, right? Ecuador would be a nation to look at. So that's my take on marquee matchups. If you made it to the end of the video, go ahead and comment what you got in your division rival rewards down below. I'll drop a heart on everybody's comment who does so. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed, or if it helped you out, or if you just want to help me hit 400 likes on this video. That'd be awesome. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.